Welcome, young man. The analysis complete. I am the Goodnator, and my mission today is to educate you on the importance of climate change and how it affects our planet. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues of our time, and it's essential that we take immediate action to mitigate its effects. First, let's talk about what climate change is. Climate change refers to the long-term warming of the planet due to an increase in average global temperatures. This warming is primarily caused by human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and land use changes, which release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun, leading to a rise in global temperatures. Now, you might be wondering why climate change is such a big deal. Well, my friend, the consequences of climate change are far-reaching and devastating. Rising temperatures are causing melting of polar ice caps, sea level rise, and altered weather patterns, leading to more frequent and severe heat waves, droughts, and storms. This in turn affects not only the environment, but also human health, economies, and societies as a whole. For instance, climate change is altering the distribution of diseases, heat stress, and other health problems. Warmer temperatures are also leading to an increase in extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, wildfires, and floods, which can have catastrophic consequences for communities and ecosystems. Moreover, climate change is projected to lead to significant economic losses, particularly in industries like agriculture, forestry, and tourism. But here's the thing, there's still hope. We can take action to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions and transition to a more sustainable, renewable, energy-based economy. This can involve simple changes, like using public transport, carpooling, or driving electric vehicles, as well as making conscious choices about the products we buy and the energy we use. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in combating climate change. We need to invest in clean energy technologies, increase energy efficiency, and protect natural habitats, like forests and wetlands, which help to absorb carbon dioxide. We also need to develop and implement policies that support sustainable development and reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Now, I know what you're thinking. What can I do? I'm just one person. Well, my friend, every single action counts. By making conscious choices, spreading awareness, and supporting organizations working on climate change, you can contribute to a larger movement. You can also participate in climate protests, contact your representatives, and demand action from leaders to address this crisis. It's essential to understand that climate change is not just an environmental issue, but also a social justice issue. The most vulnerable communities, including low-income families, indigenous peoples, and small island nations, are often the most affected by climate change. We need to prioritize their needs and ensure that our solutions are equitable and just. In addition, I want to emphasize the importance of education and awareness. We need to learn about climate change, its causes, and its effects. We need to understand the science behind it and the potential solutions. By educating ourselves and others, we can build a global movement that demands action and drives change. So, what can you do today? You can start by reducing your carbon footprint, using public transport or carpooling. You can also support organizations working on climate change, participate in climate protests, and spread awareness about the issue. Every single action counts, and collective action can lead to significant positive change. Remember, my friend, the fight against climate change is not just about saving the planet. It's also about ensuring a livable future for ourselves and future generations. We owe it to ourselves, our children, and the planet to take action. So let's get to work, and let's do it together. As I always say, the future is not set. We have the power to shape our destiny and create a better world for all. So, let's make a difference, one step at a time. Let's work together to combat climate change and ensure a sustainable, equitable, and just future for all. Don't underestimate the power of individual actions, collective efforts, and grassroots movements. We can make a difference, and we must. The clock is ticking, but it's not too late. We can still avoid the worst effects of climate change and create a better future for ourselves and future generations. So I'll leave you with this. The choice is ours. We can either continue down the path of destruction, or we can choose to work together, to innovate, and to create a sustainable, renewable, energy-based economy. We can choose to prioritize people and the planet over profits and greed. The future is in our hands, and it's time to take action. Hasta la vista, friend.